Today we're gonna show you the Christmas lights
in downtown Venice, Florida. Let's go.
Make sure you watch to the end because later we take you to another park that's probably even better than the downtown.
So this puts us right at about the center of the downtown, right on this corner here. You can see they got lots of lights up all over. The daiquiri deck is all lit up. We never really talk about this much on the channel, not as much as we should. Can you tell us like what homes cost around this area? Just so people know, because I think a lot of people think if they move to Venice, it's gonna be like here.
Yeah, so this is known as the island of Venice, and houses around this area, it really depends. We have a lot of condos in the area. You can find condos for like 300,000 and upwards, and with condos the only thing is that you will have a association fee.
Houses, what are you looking at, low end to high end?
I would say in the mid to high 400s starting price for the low end, yes.
And
so this area is more expensive.
And up to?
A
million plus probably.
Yes.
Especially if you get like really close to the beach. Yeah.
Yes.
HOAs, what are we looking at for prices for a condo on the island?
I would say anywhere from $300 a month and upwards, and a lot of times condos do include cable, or some of them include water, trash and sewer. It just really depends on what kind of association the condo is in.
You can see they got a lot of the different trees lit up, and on Venice Avenue some of the stores even have some decorations within the store, so that's kind of cool. And as you can see, there's also some live music going in the area, which is pretty common in the evenings. So now we're on Tampa Avenue, which is still part of the downtown. Basically, there's three main roads that are part of the downtown. There's a little bit less on Tampa Avenue as far as stores and things like that. It doesn't go quite as long with how many stores it has for, you know, a stretch. But there's also some Christmas lights here. Not as many also as on the main Venice Avenue, but we did notice under some of the trees they had some of these like packages with gifts and things like that, and nativity scenes, things like that. So there's a little bit different feel to this street, which is kind of cool and a little bit quieter. Now we're back on Venice Avenue by Heritage Park, which is basically like this little park in the median between the two one-ways of Venice Avenue. And if you go all the way that way, it would take you to the beach, but we're actually heading from the beach area towards the downtown again. And then we're going to hang a right up here and then the next left, and that's going to take us to Miami Avenue, which again is one of the three main roads of the downtown. Again, a little bit quieter, but I'd say it has a little bit more stuff going on in Tampa Avenue. There's some restaurants and things like that, and there was a few more lights, and generally it was a more lit up street. They did a really good job with this area. It already looks beautiful to begin with during the day without Christmas lights, but with the color changing fountain and all that, it kind of put it over the top. Really well done. We're going to take you to West Blalock Park, which we decided to go to on a whim. We didn't realize it was such a big deal in the area, but as you will see, there is a ton of lights here. And if you go to this park during the day, it's actually pretty cool, even not during Christmas. They have a lot of different plants and trees, and there's signs in front of them that tells you what kind of a plant it is, how it likes to be, you know, watered, how much sun it needs, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, it's kind of interesting. If you would like us to do a video of that during the day when the Christmas lights are off and you can kind of see some of that, let us know in the comments. And also in the description, we will have a link to a video of the downtown during the day, us giving you a tour, so you can kind of see what the difference is of what it looks like during the day, not during Christmas, versus at night during Christmas. And to give you a sense of where this is, we're still on Venice Island, and this park is just about, I'd say, 4 or 5 blocks from the downtown, so it's very near that area. And actually on Venice Island, there's a bunch of other parks that are within a block or two of the downtown. So it's kind of cool how there's so many parks. They're all very quiet, very well kept. You'll see a few people out at them hanging out, having picnics, maybe bringing their kids there to play. There's a lot of retirees also in the area, so they're always walking around, just kind of hanging out and checking out, you know, some of the different parks. Like this one is neat, even not during the Christmas time. And then all throughout the Venice Island area, you know, in between the parks, all the way to the beach, there's a lot of houses. There are some condos, a few apartments, not a lot of those, but if you're interested in finding out more about, moving to any of those, the prices for a condo or a house, Haiti does not do rentals, but she can definitely help you out with, getting information on prices for condos, houses, things like that. So you can call or text her at 941-221-1897 or email her at HaitiMinch@gmail.com. I will have that in the description, but definitely get a hold of her. She loves hearing from you guys to get more information on, what is out there, what's available. The market is pretty crazy right now, but there are some options out there, but you got to jump on them quick right now. Maybe if the market changes, that could change. And it was kind of cool while we were out at the park. There was a lot of people out, a lot of retirees out walking around. I'm sure some are snowbirds. Some probably live down here full time now. But then there's also a lot of kids out. They were like riding their scooters around the park and things like that. People had their dogs out. We brought our dog Jasmine out. They had this cool little thing with the angel wings. Haiti struck a pose there. We got a couple pictures. So it was just a really fun, unique park and very different. Kind of reminded us of a park we used to go to in Wisconsin, which is where we're from originally, but up there you had to drive through it because it was so cold. I mean, I guess you could have walked through, but it wouldn't have been as pleasant. And that one you drove through. So it was nice to be able to do this in like shorts and a t-shirt, or it was a little bit of a cooler night. So we did have jeans on and I had a hoodie, but even then, compared to what we were used to, this was quite amazing to be able to experience some Christmas lights without all the cold. And just for reference, we've been down in Florida for a little over 3 years now, so we are kind of used to the weather. So even like a 70-degree night does feel a little bit colder. But even after being here 3 years, it's still just amazing to be outside in the winter, walking around, doing something like this. Even now, it feels like new, exciting, awesome, and we really love that part about being here. One other cool thing about the lights at this park is it seems like every different tree was basically sponsored by a person or a company or a community organization. So that's why you see such a variety from tree to tree, because everyone just kind of brings their own flavor, their own ideas, and it makes for a really unique experience because there's so many different styles of lights on the trees and really unique ideas. As I mentioned earlier, we have a video of Venice downtown during the day, not during the Christmas season. That's popping up in the top left-hand corner. You can click that to watch it.
If you're looking to move to the area, make sure to contact me. I'll have my information in the description box below. I hear from people every day and I love it.
That phone number is 941-221-1897. Thanks for watching and live breezy.